What is going on YouTube? Hit up back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to USD. We're also going to be looking at DueDEX as well as the current coin market cap. Specifically, I want to talk about what actually happened just yesterday, which was Bitcoin moving closer to 9,600, which I definitely know stirred the pot for a lot of you guys thinking, oh my god, maybe he was wrong. Maybe we're not actually breaking bearish. Maybe we're going to shoot up to $10,000 tomorrow, which is definitely possible, don't get me wrong, but I do want to just, show you things once again from a broader perspective and let you realize what exactly has happened and how it is not as significant as some of you might think. Also expect that the past couple of days we've been tracking. Why are we not moving in the price? Why are we flatlined out? What exactly comes from that? So that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. You can clearly see the small little jump that we've had within Bitcoin. Honestly, not that significant, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. But otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. This way it helps out the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, concerns relating to the market, relating to cryptocurrency, questions about setting things up, definitely make sure to just DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so on the channel right now you can see yesterday, and 2 days ago, I made a video. So even though this says 20 hours, pretty much yesterday, and this is 2 days ago, I made a video, why are we not moving, as well as the wait is almost over. And you can see we did have a pretty solid reaction to that, which basically enveloped a slightly big movement at the end of this sideways trading. You can see it here on the daily. I can show you on the 4 hour. I mean, it's really not all that significant. We've had a ton of this sideways trading. You can see exactly kind of what happened. We had a big drop that way, shot up, hit resistance, and then we broke up bullish, but we're really not seeing that much movement. We just hit the overbought line on the relative strength indicator. So yeah, even though we got up to 9,800, we're not going to stay there, and we're going to head down from that. That's the first thing that I noticed. Second, the leap that we did put us from trading at 47 on the RSI up to 54, and now we're back down to 53. There's a very, very, very significant chance we're going to fall even lower than that. Now, ultimately, you guys might be thinking, oh, well, you can see we're above the resistance. Well, yes, we are, sort of, but look at how insignificant it is. We've been above the resistance. And, for people to have invested in here, well, look what happened immediately after. If you see, oh my God, we broke out above the resistance line and it's now 12,600, I'm going to buy in more, and you put all your money in, look what happened. We have a bull trap or a bear trap, whatever the term is, I forget. And then we break extremely bearish, and now you're screwed out of money because you bought in at the top expecting things to go higher, which we did, but it was extremely risky. And now, you're playing with fire, and we fell extremely low. So that's what you kind of have to consider with movements like this. We're literally teeter-tottering on the edge here. You know that we're at the top. You know that we're pretty much overextended, and you know we're due to break bearish. So don't start playing around with that unless you're comfortable with investing in high-risk trades. If you're comfortable with investing in high-risk trades, and that's totally fine with me. I'm a conservative trader, though. I would more or less like to, make the money off the downtrend or the D to E, or even if we can confirm a breakout to the upside, capitalize off the movement up there. Not necessarily playing around at the top here, which could ultimately cost me a leg. It's not worth it. But as you guys know, we have 5 days and 13 hours left with this candle. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We now have to wait to see what exactly happens with this candle before we make any educated decision. Now, before we jump into that, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody joining the Crypto Influencers $200 free Bitcoin giveaway. It's Crypto Influencers, Crypto TV, whatever you want to call it. We have now 1,600 people that have entered the giveaway. There's 1 week left, guys. I know it says 8 days, but 1 week left. If you're not in it, you're not going to win it. It's literally free $200. I'm still trying to comprehend why only 1,600 people entered when these videos get like 3,000 views and a channel of 16,000. I'm sure you're all watching the videos. It doesn't make sense to me why you're not all signing up for free Bitcoin. I mean, I know I would, we're on a finance channel and we're giving away free $200 of Bitcoin. All you need is a Bitcoin address and to just sign up and follow me on YouTube. That's literally it. Just subscribe to the channel and you get all these different ways to enter. There's even a free bonus which you can and continuously click every day for the next 8 days once you complete these 3. It's that simple. So check it out. The link is in the description. I don't understand why there's not more people, but it's all linked in the description down below. Someone's going to win it, guys. It's literally that simple. I'll make a video on here, showing who's the winner. Now, specifically to jump into the other cryptocurrencies, we're talking about Bitcoin. We're at the top. So yes, we need to see what happens in 5 days. In 5 days, if we manage to break above this resistance right here, if we actually close the candle above here, closing it at 9,800, closing it at 10,000, that would ultimately signal to me what appears to be a bullish break. If we close the candle above this resistance, I'm all in. I'm going to be very surprised, and we might switch in regards to not having a bearish movement for the next couple of months. We may continue to head up higher. Ultimately, though, if we do not, which is where I'm more leaning towards, and same thing with the Patreon group, if we break bearish and we close today's, this candle wick here, this weekly candle, which has a little over 5 days left, almost 6 days, if we close below here, we close below the downtrend, we're most likely, as I expect us to do, which is what it's been doing, there's a good chance we are going to drop bearish. We're going to tank all the way to $7,700. So be mindful of it. Be aware. We have 5 days left. This candle's probably just going to hang around at this level before we see any sort of reversal period. But I do think it's coming. I do think it's happening. Specifically, all these trades will be posted on my Patreon in the description down below. Basically, we're using DueDEX. We're watching DueDEX charts. We're using pricing specifically with Bitcoin. We do it with Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT. You could eventually. I believe they're adding XRP, so that will be an awesome thing too. But the name of the game is signing up and getting ready to invest, and either short the market when we do decide to drop, or buying in long and setting up a leverage trade if we do decide to break bullish. This is also linked in the description, as so is my Patreon. For those of you that are confused with DueDEX, don't understand how to use it, or are looking to seek my specific trades and how I capitalize off market movements and market sentiments like this is all in my Patreon groups. You guys are killing it on Patreon. We have a crap ton of people who are joining substantially now. We're over 130, which is incredible. But that's all linked in the description, and it's exclusive content that I do not post on YouTube. YouTube algorithm with everything they're doing is a little freaky right now, so we're trying to get off that platform. So check out the Patreon in the description down below and sign up for DueDEX, because that is free too. I believe you get up to $70 in free Bitcoin for signing up to that too, and who doesn't like free money? You can literally put money in, you get, a sign-up bonus, which is incredible. You can just trade around with the sign-up bonus and make money. You can make the profit, or you can withdraw it, whatever you want to do. But specifically, the reason I'm promoting DueDEX and I'm pushing DueDEX is ultimately because I've never found a website so beginner before. A website that is so easy to control and so easy to use that is very beginner friendly. Buying long, selling short, leverage trade. We have market orders, risk management to buy long, sell short. We have take profits and stop losses. It's literally that simple. If you're confused about this, there will be a link in my Bitcoin beginners course on my Patreon below. But obviously, what we're trying to do now is waiting for this resistance, this downtrend to hit this resistance as we're doing. You can see every single time we hit this resistance, we break bearish. You also notice we're really not doing that well. I mean, yes, we could move it down like this, but I don't think that's as great as I'd like it to be. I ultimately think it looks something like this. You can see we're hitting the tops here, we're hitting this resistance, and there's a very high chance this is not going to complete itself, and this is going to get rejected after those 5 days and 13 hours happen, and there's a good chance we're going to be breaking bearish and falling quite substantially down to about, I'd say, $67,000 to $7,000 very quickly and very rapidly. And the second we see a bearish movement, that's when we're going to sell short. Let's say the price moves all the way down to $9,000. We're going to put in a short at 9,000. We can use leverage trades of 10 times. You can do more if you're more risky, less if you're more of a moderate trader. We could put in about 5,000. Here's the cool thing. Because we have a leverage trade of 10 times, the notional value is a half a Bitcoin. But the available balance is 0.23 of Bitcoin that I have in there. But because we're leverage trading, we have more buying power. We have $5,000 of buying power over what appears to be only a quarter of a Bitcoin. It's literally selling short, and that will put out a limit order. And then the second we hit 9,000, it will clear, and we'll start to unravel lower. Indeed, we do, that Bitcoin, that limit order does fill. So it's very cool. It's very interesting. But specifically to jump into the other cryptos, this is why I'm not too phased about it. Ethereum was the one that took probably the biggest jump. You can see it on the current coin market cap. Ethereum up 2.73%. Everything else is pretty much up 1%, which is, again, not something we're looking for. We're looking for a correction which is more than 10%. But ultimately, XRP is consolidating into here. Ethereum broke bullish, but now we're getting wedged in between its resistance and uptrend. So I'm going to be fairly surprised if we manage to get a little higher. I mean, I could extend this out if we wanted to see how this would look. Honestly, that doesn't look too bad, to be honest, but ultimately we're hitting this, this area right here. We're shooting up, but again, we're being suppressed by that resistance. So we're probably going to fill this in and then drop. I think we're going to dump down to the moving average. That's going to influence XRP, which is now coming to an end of this gap, to dump down to 17. I'd be shocked, don't get me wrong, if we break bullish up to 20 cents, but everything is starting to look fairly bearish. We can see Litecoin is now forming some sort of downtrend on the coin, as it's slowly, heading lower and lower and lower. But ultimately, that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. Make sure to partake in the Crypto Influencers Crypto TV giveaway. Follow me on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.